Good evening, Williamsburg County citizens. Obviously, as you all know, we're going to wait till we get to that magic number. We're just waiting for 20 people, I believe, is usually my magic number to try to get us all on. As you all know, we're going to wait. I hope everyone has had a great day. It was cold today, so I'm hoping everyone had a good day. Can everybody hear me good? Hopefully. All right, good deal. Well, I hope some of you had an opportunity to view what came up probably about maybe an hour or more ago when we were testing out our new camera system, or I should say our new production system, so that we're able to do our county council meetings and forward that information on a farmer's telephone to give everybody an opportunity to view it at their convenience. So I hope you all enjoyed the demo that they did. They've been working really hard at learning how to do it, and next meeting will be live on it. So I'm very excited about that. That will be the Monday, March 2nd meeting that we will be live with our new production system for the council chambers. So I'm still waiting on a few folks to get on. What's our numbers looking like, team? 3? Okay. Just waiting. It's about a little after 6, so we're gonna go ahead and get started in just a few minutes, or a few seconds, I'm sorry. What y'all seeing out there, team?
6.
Okay. Getting there.
Just try to get to 10. Just wait a couple.
My team has told me wait till 10 and keep going since it is you can't pull it up.
Where's the 10 people? At 10 o'clock.
10 people. All right. We're still waiting. We're creeping up there. Yeah. I think I probably caught people at their dinner time. I know we didn't catch it during Bible studies. For Ash Wednesday just passed?
Yes. The start of Lent.
So we made sure we didn't do it on Wednesday.
8.
So. Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Bam, we got our 10. Yay! Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I usually try to wait for 20. However, we are, it's been a very long day for my team as well as myself, so I don't want to take up too much of the airtime that we have on Facebook. But I really wanted to talk to you about a few good things that are going on in our county. All I can say about it at this point, we won't be doing the full release on it until probably another few weeks, but Williamsburg County has a commercial. So we were so fortunate to be selected amongst many applicants to be able to have the opportunity to have a commercial, a 30-second commercial, along with a 5-minute infomercial, which is the host of that particular show is Lawrence Fishburne. So I'm just so excited about it. It giving us an opportunity to really broadcast or showcase our county all over the country. This commercial will view all over the country. So I'm so excited about it. Again, we'll release it sometime. I'm hoping we can get it done by next month, that we can release it, and we will do the the release party on sometime in March in council chambers and give all our citizens an opportunity to see it. But you guys, I have seen the wonderful graphics on it. I've seen the interviews that were on it, and I'm just so excited that we're taking Williamsburg County away from South Carolina and throughout the country. So I'm very pleased about that. Another thing that we're pretty excited about, I could somewhat say, is the fact that we have really been trying to cut our spending this year As you all know from the earlier in the year, we had early in last year, we had some difficulties with our budget. We've been able to do quite a bit of savings due to some serious tightening of the belt. So for that, I'm excited, and we are able to do one good thing that I feel is necessary for us to deal with some of the litter issues we have in the county, and that's to allow a certain group, a certain number of recycling centers to be open on Monday from 1 to 6 p.m. Those that will go into effect March 2nd. You will also notice that our recycling center attendees are now keeping a tally as to how many people are coming in on the various days. That gives us an opportunity to understand how many people are at the various recycling centers. As you all know, we have about 20 recycling centers throughout the county, which is a large number of places to go drop your trash off at. So we are trying to figure out what the numbers are and what the attendance is in those various facilities. So again, March 2nd, we will be opening the following recycling centers will be open on Mondays from 1 to 6 p.m. That's the Cades location, the Public Works location, the Hemingway Recycling Center, the Earls Recycling Center, the Neesmith Recycling Center, the Greeleyville Recycling Center, St. Lawrence Recycling Center, 527, and the Bloomingville Recycling Center will now be open on Mondays from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also, that's the additional days, not just that we just added Monday. Tuesday and Thursday, you know that all the sites are open on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays already. That time will be moved from, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the sites will all be open from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. And that's largely because of daylight savings time. The time springs forward in 2 weeks. So again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, all sites will be open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Saturdays, all sites will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will be having signage will be out there so you all won't get confused. I know, like I told you before, we're just basically trying to figure out what's going to fit best for our county. I don't foresee us going back to a 6-day rotation. I don't think that it's necessary. I think that our citizens are now starting to get used to the fact that the recycling centers are open 3 days a week. We added that Monday due to the fact that when some people were talking about the fact that, they do cleaning on Saturdays, the recycling center is sometimes closed when they're done and they really want to go offload their trash. So with that, taking all that in consideration, we went on ahead and added the Monday. So hopefully that will help us out with some of the concerns and allow us to use our money wisely. As some of you may know, that I will be spending some time down at the Chavis OneStop office. Originally that office was set up for the supervisor to be at and to have, some connection with the community members in that area. So I have started to do one day a month. I'd like to at some point in time shift to a little bit more, but for now, I'll be down there 1 day a month. The next time I will be down there is March 12th, 2020, and I'm there from 1 to 7 p.m. Again, that's March 12th, 2020, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is good if you can call this office here, 843-355-9321, and make an appointment. But if you just need to walk in, I'll be there and I will make myself available. The next time I will be down there would be April 9th, 2020, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. again. So great if you can make an appointment. That way I can kind of schedule and get people, make sure that I don't have anyone waiting. But if something should happen and you have, something you want to talk about, couldn't get through up here, then you're welcome to come on in, walk on in. So I think I got through some of the stuff that's going on. for now. The other thing is, right now we're going into our new budget season, which is 2020-2021 budget season. I have asked that all departments cut their budgets by 10% in an effort to, again, save as much money as we can. And they have been very helpful in trying to work with us to make sure we accomplish that. I am looking to have a balanced budget by March of this year, March 2020, which is usually not necessarily won't be approved until June of 2020, but I like to have our numbers already situated. As you know, I don't want to have to go through another grueling year as we did last year, so the push is for us to get it done and to cut any and everywhere we possibly can, so I can meet that March deadline for myself. And then of course we still have to go through the regular formalities. We are doing a lot of, when I tell y'all a lot of cutting, you're talking about telling people that basically if you waste a piece of paper, you're gonna have to use the back of it type thing. That's how much we're cutting here. So we're doing the very best we can and trying to be as fiscally responsible with your taxpayers' dollars as we possibly can. Let's see. We have been working, meeting was held last month, and it was also mentioned in the last council meeting about getting some control over the buildings. Remember, we had some issues about buildings being rented out, and we were not actually getting the money in-house. So what we've done is, as far as processes, I have met with all building committee members of all the community buildings in the county, and my staff has gone out and also met with them on their grounds to be able to see what these facilities look like. And our process going forward, starting in March, is that all rentals will be booked at the PSA building. That's one central point of location where they will be booked. That's where the money will be collected. And then from that point, the people that are in charge of the buildings right now will be the ones that will be letting people in. We will have to pay them a amount, part of the rental, to do that, which is only fair, simply because you can't work for the county if you're not getting paid. We don't want to get in any more trouble with that. So that'll go into effect March 1st of 2020. So I'm happy to know that we're getting that part under control so that no one's being accused of doing anything, and we can keep track of our buildings, rentals, and money that's coming in for the rentals. We opened up this, we established an organization called the LCAT team, Litter Control Action Team. The team has met twice already, and I'm very excited about the progress that the team has made. Our focus is litter. We have a serious litter issue in Williamsburg County, and not only in Williamsburg County, but throughout South Carolina. However, we are taking a proactive measures to educate, enforce, and make sure people really understand the importance of not littering in our county. This is our county. We need to make sure we are our brother's keepers, and when you see something, say something. If you notice someone throwing stuff out their car, get the license number, let law enforcement know. Do not approach them. Just make a phone call and tell them that you see somebody. Try to get as much information as you can, video, photos, whatever you can get. But we have to take the litter issue seriously. We have purchased, or we will be purchasing, additional cameras. We are also have put in for a grant to help the sheriff's office out with the enforcement part of it. We are joining alliances with Keeping Williamsburg County Beautiful, which is under the leadership of Ms. Martha Burrows, as well as Team Up to Clean Up, which is under the leadership of Senator Ronnie Sabb. And we are all working together to make sure that we prevent, you're not going to stop it, but we lessen the impact of people littering in our county. So stay tuned for more information regarding that. We meet every fourth Monday at 6 p.m. in council chambers. We are still looking for volunteers. Anyone want to come bring some ideas We're looking at doing some really, really, really big things. We're trying to secure as much grant funding as we can to help pay for our efforts so we can use as much help as possible with it. Again, the LCAT team, Litter Control Action Team, we're looking for help, looking for ideas, and we can use a lot more people working with this because truly we are taking the litter issue very seriously. On that note, talking about litter for now, we are embarking on what is called March Madness in Williamsburg County. We are going to take one community which was selected, which is the Donnelly community, and we're going to go into that community, work on their issues with their ditches, as well as work on the litter issue in that community. Oftentimes, our smaller communities are forgotten about, and we want the Donnelly community, hashtag Donnelly Strong, to know that we hear you, we see you, and we're coming out to help you. So we're looking for volunteers for that day. Again, that's part of March Madness. It will be March 20th and 21st. Now, on March 20th, that is the Public Works Day. They will be going out doing some ditches and things like that, and trying to get that community, free it up, because if you all haven't heard, that community, every time we have a serious rain, that community floods out. And until we can possibly get the drainage study done on it, we at this point have to do what we can to safeguard the residents of that community. So this will be one major push to help with that effort. It's a combined effort with different county agencies and offices, and we are, again, like I said, looking for volunteers. On March 21st, the 21st, mark your calendar, at 6:30 a.m., we will have a bus here at the PSA building 201 West Main Street to pick you up and to drive you down to the Donnelly community so we can start our efforts by 7:30. If you wish to drive, we ask that you park your vehicle at the Chavis OneStop and allow a bus to come and get on the bus to be driven to that area. The community, we don't need a lot of cars in that community. There's really no areas for parking, and we want to keep it clear so that we can get all the trash that we can pick up. Again, we need volunteers. If you want to be a volunteer, your organization or church or civic organization, if you want to volunteer, please call 843-355-9321. Extension is $5,000 to sign up. Again, we need volunteers. We like to go in there with about 100 people if we can to help get that community cleaned out. Again, today is the Donnelly community, or that day is the Donnelly community. The next may be your community. So we are taking our litter control concerns seriously. So again, like I said, we're going to start with that. And on Saturday, once we are done with the litter pickup, we're going to have a little barbecue in the area and kind of just talk to our citizens and let them know that we're here. We're here to help. So please, if you can, come join us. We'll all be out there.
Challenge department heads.
I am issuing a formal challenge to every department head in Williamsburg County government and elected official of Williamsburg County government and appointed official in Williamsburg County government to bring as many people as you can in your office out to support us on this effort. This is a Williamsburg County thing. This ain't a Tiffany thing, it's a Williamsburg County thing. So I am challenging you all to get as many people as you can out in your agency. And who knows, we may throw a little something in for y'all. So make sure, please, come on out and join us. Again, that number to sign up is 843-355-9321. The extension is 5,000. And we're moving on to the next one. Palmetto Pride is supplying all of our pickup sticks and our trash bags, so no supply is needed. We will also supply all your hydration and everything that you need to get through that day. Again, like I said, we're going to end it with a little barbecue for the community. So just come on out and join us. Let's see, what else am I trying to skip to real quick? Also in March, as part of March Madness, few things I need to talk to y'all about what the other push is for with our public works department. First of all, those people are doing a great job, and I know that people call me every day, email me every day, and they talk to me about their roads and how bad their roads are. Let me break this down to you. In the county right now, we have approximately 5 motor graders. Those are the big machines that go on roads and kind of get them cleaned up, push them, get them situated, all right? Get them smoothed out, get the potholes out of them, okay? There's 5 of them in Williamsburg County. We have over 1,000 county maintained roads in Williamsburg County, and I have 5 pieces of heavy equipment that attempt to get the job done. We have two side cutters. Again, over 1,000 roads in Williamsburg County, and I have 2 side cutters. That's those things that go along and cut all of the grass and tree limbs and all that stuff out of the ditches. I have 4 dump trucks. 4 dump trucks. One of which is a continuously rove between locations to pick up rocks, dirt, whatever they need to keep our stock up. The other is we have 4 roll-off trucks. The 4 roll-off trucks are the trucks that go to the various recycling centers, load up the cans and take them off. Now, the problem is with this is that all of you know that our household trash goes to Georgetown County. So again, I got 4 roll-off trucks with 20 recycling centers that take those things to the household trash to Georgetown County. So when you have an issue and you say the conveyor is full and we can't put no more trash in it, understand I got 4 roll-off trucks. Each roll-off driver is assigned to 5 recycling centers. 5. And they have to take that trash to Georgetown County. By the time they load up, take the trash to Georgetown County, get in line, get seen, drop it off, get back on the road, and come back, that's a half a day. So how many can they actually get in one day? So when we talk about these issues with, they got the recycling centers a mess, understand we're working with limited equipment and limited staff. The other thing is, those 4 roll-off trucks are also responsible for picking up cardboard, plastics, paper. They're responsible for that. They transport all that stuff down to Hartsville. So not only are those 4 trucks transporting your household trash to Georgetown County, but they are also transporting stuff to Hartsville and to various other areas, to the landfill for certain things. So please, I just ask you all to be patient with us. We are doing the very best we can with what we have. Ideally, we should have many more pieces of equipment, but that's not possible right now. So we're working, just work with us on that. We get a lot of complaints. Well, this is down, that is down, TVs is down on the ground. Well, you know what? My guys, they have to pick those TVs up by hand and put them gently in the truck for them to be recycled. So it's like, you guys, y'all see the big TVs that are out there. They can't use a machine because they would tear them up, and they're supposed to go for recycling. So they have to pick them up by hand. So please, whatever you do, when you're calling me about the roads, I understand. I get it. When you call in the council members about the roads, understand, over 1,000 roads and 5 pieces of equipment to get it done. The other concern that we have is we can't plow roads when it's rain, when it's wet. They need, and yes, I agree, they need more training. But when the person came down the last 2 times to get them some training on the motor graders, because I've heard the complaint, they knock all the rock off the road. That's a training issue. That's something that we're working on. But every time the trainer has come down the last 2 times, the roads have been wet. So they couldn't give them a full demonstration. So we're working on that. We're trying to get these things taken care of. Speaking of roads, people have come and asked about many roads. I'm going to give y'all the state road list. The state road list, where your road comes in when it's going to be resurfaced or things that you have concerns about. This is the order, from what I'm gathering, of how. Or actually, it's just a list. These are all of the roads that are on the list to be resurfaced. Are you ready? We have 4. Long Branch Road, the second part of it. We have Taft Road, Earl Road, Pepper Hill Road, Part 1, Turner Road, Birch Creek Road, Kendall Park Road, the first part from Eastland to Goffstown Road, Twin Lakes Road, McCullough Loop, Tad Road, Pepper Hill Road Part 2, Loggers Road, Long Branch Road, Kendall Park Part 2 from Goffstown to 261, Boyd Road, Webbs Road, North Constitution Avenue, Wild Turkey Road, County Line Road, Highway 41 to MLK and Andrews, Leah Loop, Santee Road, 12 miles from 41 to Marion Church Road, Oak Ridge Road, Wheatie Road, Coleman Road, Easler Highway, Sleepy Prong Road, 3 miles of it, Morrisville Road, Eddie Woods Road, Holy Woods Road, Goffstown Road, Hickney Road, East Society Street to South Main Street, West Society Street from South Main to South Industrial Boulevard, East Andrews Street to South McAllister Street, Bradley Bay, Baptist Road, Eddie Woods Road, Greeleyville, 2 miles, and into, I guess, part of it's in Greeleyville and part of it's in Salters. McLeary Road, Nelson Hill Road, and Friendship Church Road are what's on the list right now. This list will be posted on the website for you all to see. So when you call, and when my road getting resurfaced, this is the list that we have that we're working with. This is all I can say. What's on this list? So I'm asking you, check the website. These are the roads that are on the list. Before you call us to ask why my road got holes, I know. I ride the county too, you guys. In fact, some of these roads are in my community, and trust me, I know they bad too. So please just understand that there is an order that they are following, and this is the list. Let's see. Moving on. Speaking of roads, we are trying to start an initiative. Prior to the what I've asked for was a grant has been requested for us to have a drainage study done throughout the county. Now, the reason, because as you all know, our drains and ditches and canals and those things had not been cleaned in a long, long time. So I've asked, because of the fact that because they're not clean, we need to understand how things run, which way do they run. Most canals and stuff in the county lead to Black River. So what we are doing is starting sometime in March, late March, early April let me go back to the roads because they got a sign up for y'all. Behind y'all, the camera, there's a sign come up.
CTC.
Yes, understand that CTC that's the ones that are this road list. So I don't know the dates when your roads are going to get done. The CTC handles that, and they have limited funds.
Around $150,000 a month.
Right, they get about $150,000 a month.
And they're only required to spend 25% of that on state roads.
Right, and they're only required to spend 25% of that on state roads. So I got one of our people in here. We don't select the CTC team. That's not a county government selection process. That group is selected by the delegation. So please understand we're limited resources, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I put some stuff out some time ago about how much it costs to pave per mile. I think it's something like $300,000 a mile. So understand that's a heavy amount of money. Okay, so I'm done with that. Moving to the canals. Okay, I pretty much kind of working with my public works department, kind of determined that we roughly have maybe about 9 major canals in Williamsburg County. Okay, so some of these, and I forgot what my public works director called it, some of these access points that come off of these main canals, yes, we have a beaver issue. They're all clogged up. Some of them hadn't been dealt with for 30 years. But we got to start somewhere. So what we are going to do is, like I said, sometime end of March, 1st of April, we're going to start at the very top of the county in the Cades community, Luzon community area, if I'm saying that right. And we're going to go figure out where that main ditch starts at. And then we're going to work our way all the way from the Black River out to the end of that particular canal. And that's how we're going to do with all the canals. We're going to start with cleaning out the major canals. And we were out there in that community, the Green Road community, just before we had one of our major rainstorms this month. And I tell you, there are tree-sized stumps, full-grown tree-sized stumps that are sitting in those canals. And that's causing some of our flood issues. So we're going to go in there, we're going to take community by community and follow the Black River and back out from the Black River to find out where the beginning of these problems start. Now, years and years and years and years ago, before many of us was probably even a twinkle in our parents' eyes, there were homemade, makeshift runway or runoffs done that were on people's properties. They were done to save communities, and they may have been given permission by landowners to go on there and put these ditches, put them in so to keep the water off the communities. Now, in theory, back then we did what we could do, but now we're being faced with the issues from the citizens saying, "Hey, this ditch is on my property, and y'all dug it." And in most cases, we have. So it's our responsibility to do what? Go in there and get the ditch cleaned out. So not only with the canal issue, but some of these other entryways, and I know we have a state law that states you cannot work on private property using public funds. Yes, that is the case. This will probably be the only way that we can justify it, because it is threatening homes right now. Issues that we caused a long time ago that may not work, that may not appear to be issues then. We just did what we could do. Now we're being faced with those concerns now, and people's homes are literally being threatened when we have a normal rainfall. So we will be going out to those communities that we will be reconning those areas, looking at those areas to see where these major canals first are running into, and then we will have to get access onto people's property, because some of these canals run closely alongside or right on someone's property. So we will be heading out to start that big project sometime between the end of March, the 1st of April. Again, the area up around the Green Road, Cades area, New Zion, that area up there is where we're going to start, and then we're going to work our way back down closer towards the last spillway, which is through Georgetown County. So we're going to hit everything. So if we don't get there to you today or tomorrow, please understand that's a Saturday and Sunday effort. I have to bring in extra people to help us with that. So just be patient. We are working on the drainage issues ahead of this drainage study being done. There was a study done in 1973, so we're working on 1973 data. So we have to do what we have to do to help relieve some of our people of flooding. So let me make sure I covered everything, and then I'm gonna give you an opportunity in a few minutes to ask any questions that you may have. Let's see. Okay. Big day on Saturday, everybody. If you hadn't done so already, say it again. If you hadn't done so already, vote. Get out and vote in the presidential primary. Saturday. Get out there and vote. They still have time for early voting, I believe. So it's not early voting. For absentee voting, if you're not going to be in town or for a number of reasons that you won't be here to vote, get out and exercise your right to vote. Too many people have sacrificed and have died for our right to vote. So please get out there and vote. And don't say, oh, my vote don't count. Trust and believe it does. I don't want to hear the concept, I'm woke. I want to hear none of that. Because when whoever gets in there and it's not who should be for us, and y'all call complaining, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the fact that we didn't get out and exercise our right to vote. So please do so. Also, another big issue we have and that's coming up is the census. Please don't be fooled by what people tell you about census. The fact that, oh my gosh, if I report the number of people in my house, then they're going to take away my aid, or they're going to charge me extra on my taxes. No. We have to get you to be counted. All of 95.76% of our funding, grant funding, state aid to local government, is as a result of the number of people we have, is a result of our population. Everyone has to be counted. Please do us a favor. Help us out. Get out and like I said, the rumors, don't get caught up in the rumors. That's not true. We just need a number. We need you to be counted. And that's coming up. The kickoff, there's a couple kickoffs all over the place, but the kickoff will be at the Williamsburg County School District. It's in conjunction with the Census Bureau. Williamsburg County Census will launch and hosted by the United States Census Office, their kickoff, which is March 18th, 2020 at 5 p.m. It's going to be at the Williamsburg County School District Office Multi-Purpose Room, 500 North Academy Street in King Street. For any additional information, you can contact Dr. Myron Davis at 843-355-5571. His extension is 6153. It is so important that you vote. The other, I said about 95-point-something%. The other 4-point-something% is also what affects the census, and that's the council district rezoning, redistricting. If for some reason those numbers are not where they're supposed to be, and I'm sure things have changed, but it ends up throwing off the redistricting for council districts. So how it works is, if there are 100 people in the county and there are 5 council members, we have to give 20 members that can vote in one council district. We have to break it up so that only 20 people can vote for this council member, 20 can vote for this one, 20 can vote for this one, 20 can vote for this one, and 20 can vote for this one. It has to be broken even with a the only difference is that it has to come within 10%. So it's one vote, one district. They want to make sure that they even them up. So one district can't have 50 people in it while the other ones have a few. It has to be broke even. That's why it's important that you get counted, because at that point, when they do the redistricting, we can make sure that we have a fair representation for each council district. So it ties into that along with money. So it's so important that we do the right thing and that we actually get out there and get counted. So please, we will be hosting a series of, we will be hitting the communities again. My staff looking at me like I'm crazy. Each district we'll be at, and we will be sitting at those districts for maybe 1 or 2 days. I believe that this year they're allowing people to self-register. So we will have computers on hand so that you can self-register, and we can walk you through the process so that it doesn't seem as scary. We're there to help you make sure you get counted, and we will host those in every district so you can come out and get counted. So I have to wait till all of those things have been officially released. We spoke about that in my South Carolina Association of Legislation briefing, but that is an option, and we're going to take full advantage of it because we want you to be counted this year. So I think out of my list of things, I think I've covered everything. Caught doing good. I missed it. 2020 Employee Incentive Program is a program called Caught Doing Good, where the employee, once we find out that they did something good, or we see them do something good, we hand them a card. That card will say you were caught doing good, and you're able to place it into a box, and at the end of the month, whoever has the most cards, whatever 2 people get the most cards, then they will be given an opportunity to have something special done. So these are the cards. So if you notice something and you see one of our people doing something good, give us a call so that we can give them a card, a Caught Doing Good card. We want your participation. If you were at the counter and they handled you with great professionalism, with a smile, we want to know those things so that we can give them a Caught Doing Good card. So please just remember our employees. They work real hard. I'm opening the floor for any questions about anything. I know I covered a lot of stuff. Next Sup Chat meeting will probably be a live and a in-person visit in the auditorium. So you all will have the chance to come down and get the information as well. Hearing nothing?
You must be satisfied with there.
I know, really, that's good. Important dates, just to recap important dates. March 12th, 2020 from 1 to 7 p.m. I will be down at Chavis OneStop listening to you, talking to you, meeting with you one-on-one. Remember our recycling center hours have changed, and we have included an additional date, which is Monday. This will all go in effect March 2nd. So Monday times will be from 1 to 6 p.m. The Tuesday and Thursday will be from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Saturday will be from 8 to 6 p.m. And if the time changed and in respect to the change in daylight savings time. Also, again, we're looking for volunteers for LCAT as well as March Madness, hashtag Donnelly Strong. That event is going to kick off for the public and volunteers March 21st, 2020. It start at 7 a.m. Buses will leave from here at 6:30 a.m. as well as be at Chavis OneStop to transport you. Remember, it's limited parking there, so we need to try to get as many people on the bus as we can to get there. Also, like I mentioned, the last part of the message was about the March 18, 2020, 5 p.m. census kickoff. Please make sure you're in attendance to that. And also, if you see somebody doing good, say something. And also, LCAP meetings are held, that's the Litter Control Action Team, are held every 4th Monday at 6 p.m. in council chambers. And lastly, get out and vote Saturday. Get out and vote. Get your vote heard. Get your voice heard. Gosh, I'm tongue tied. Getting late. No questions?
If they have any, they can always log on to the Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We'll answer them.
As my marketing person said, Mr. Singleton, he stated that if you have any other questions, you can always log on, and we will keep the site up. It's always up. Just ask questions as needed, and we will do our best at responding to them. If nothing is going on, all hearts and minds are clear. It's 6:45. You all have a safe night. Please eat dinner. Sit back and relax and enjoy some family time. Have a good evening.